Have good news when it comes to that hantavirus outbreak, the one on a cruise ship. Strains are transmitted via rodent droppings and can. The World Health Organization does not have good news when it comes to that hantavirus outbreak, the one on a cruise ship that's still bobbing around the Atlantic Ocean. The WHO believes the outbreak was caused by a rare strain that can be passed between humans. Now, the majority of hantavirus strains are transmitted via rodent droppings and can't be passed person to person, but that does not seem to be the case here. So why is that? No rodents were found on board, and as of Tuesday, 3 passengers died and 7 more fell ill. Even more alarming, if it does in fact turn out to be this human-to-human strain, it carries with it a 40% mortality rate. This rare strain is referred to as the Andes virus and is only found in the mountains of Chile and Argentina. Now, the cruise started its weeks-long voyage in Argentina on March 20th, but I should note, not specifically in an area where the strain is usually found, but still. Officials believe the original carrier of the virus could have been infected before boarding the cruise. Medical teams wearing full personal protective gear have reportedly boarded the ship to help with the suspected cases in 2 crew members, one British and one Dutch, and then test other passengers and crew who are showing symptoms of hantavirus. The ship remained anchored off the African island nation of Cape Verde on Tuesday. The WHO said Spain granted the boat permission to dock in the Canary Islands, but Spain's health ministry reportedly refuted the idea, saying that they're still waiting for data to be gathered from the boat before making the final decision as to whether or not to let the ship dock. Strains are transmitted via rodent droppings and can't. The World Health Organization does not
Are tracking a new case of hantavirus linked to that outbreak on a cruise ship. They say a man who was on board has tested positive. CBS News foreign correspondent Remy Inocencio joins us from our London bureau with more. Remy, what can you tell us about this case and the current situation on the ship?
Errol, yes. Well, currently this morning, French media is reporting that the Ministry of Health there, that a French contact case has now been confirmed. And this would bring the total number of cases to 9. Meanwhile, the MV Hondius and its 150 passengers or so are still stuck off the coast of Cape Verde after getting there on Monday. We've also gotten confirmation that the strain of hantavirus can jump from person to person. This coming from health officials in South Africa. And this is after a 35-day voyage there that you're seeing on your screen. Until people started getting sick and then dying. Now, I spoke to the WHO's point person in Cape Verde. Her name is Dr. Anne Lindstrom yesterday about what this means for all those people still stuck on the Hondius. Take a listen.
Do they need to be quarantined? What we know is that we would want to have a thorough epidemiologic investigation, medical exams, of course, epidemiologic investigations, maybe sampling, testing, etc. And then if there is the need for a quarantine, that will be a decision of the health authorities.
How long will this potential quarantine, let's say, last for these passengers?
8 weeks is a horribly long time to be quarantined, right?
Yeah.
And these passengers have already been contained within the boat for a very long time. We have been worried about the mental health of the passengers, the uncertainty, the unclarity, and how they are feeling to be contained in the port of Cabo Verde for a long time now.
If you had to, I guess, make an educated guess as to where this may have come from, what are your thoughts?
This boat has been certified to be free of rodents. And I know that the crew has been scrutinizing every area of the boat to make sure, even having several traps on the boat to be able to see if there are rodents, and none have been found.
Many people say that this is why they will never go on a cruise. To what extent are cruise ships safe in this regard?
I would say that this is an exception. We know that this boat had a specific profile of people who are very interested in wildlife, zoonotic, and so on. So this is, and they had been exposed to bird watching and maybe areas where this aerosol dust of rodent urine or excreta could have been an exposure for them. So I would say this is a very much of an exception, but I wouldn't discourage people from going on a cruise because of this very rare and specific event.
To put that to rest, to what extent